Hi everyone, I am Eve the Medium and welcome to Eve the Medium TV. If you are new to my channel and you are interested in developing your spiritual gifts or learning more about the 21 division, I invite you to subscribe below and also click the notification bell to be notified when any of my new videos are up. This video was inspired by my guides where they want me to speak to you guys, to give you guys more detailed information in regards to the law of the 21 division. Since I received so many messages, people asking, can I initiate in the 21 division? What is the process? A lot of people also message me asking me, can they work with the law specifically and more with St. Martha? I will do a more detailed video in regards to St. Martha because the law are not just laws that you approach. And I'm speaking in general, the laws of the 21 division, the laws of Haitian voodoo, since I am a voodoo priestess as well, and a mambo of the 21 division, then I'm going to speak in general in regards to the law. But I'm going to focus a little bit more on the 21 division because that's where all the questions come from. And the message that I received this week, early morning from the Loa, was in regards to that. Since they hear everything, the Loa hear everything, the Loa see everything. And so many people are curious and just want to work with the Loa. And they do not understand that this is a process. This is a lifelong commitment. This is not something that you decide one day and say, I want to work with the Loa. I want to set up an altar and work with the Loa and start reading the tarot cards and doing baths and so forth. You have to understand, you are going to be providing a service. The Loa are sharing this gift with you. They are guiding you and helping you in this journey that God has given you. So you have to understand there's a process and there's a training, not a physical training, but a spiritual training that goes on. And I always say this is a lifelong training. We're always learning more and more. And every time different laws come to us and teach us more, teach us different things. It's extremely important that you understand the responsibility of this path. One thing I love about the 21 division is that I learned the old school way. I was taught by my law. Everything I know, I learned it from them. What I basically love about the 21 division is that it is a very secret religion. Those that have been practicing it or that practice it the old way, they understand that this is something that is passed down. This is not something that you will learn from books. This is not something that you will Google and get information how to serve the law, how to set up an altar. These are not things that should even be shared. Those of us that learned from the law, the old school way, know that these are things that should not be shared. Like I said in previous videos, I will never show a picture or a video of my altar, of the altar for my law. I will never show that. I will never expose that. Because when I was beginning, halfway through my learning, the law made it clear to me that they do not like to be recorded. They do not like to be videotaped. You should never ever record a fete to the law, I mean a feast to the law. You should never record it. You can take pictures of the table, you can record the table, but never, ever, after the feast have started and the law are coming down, you should never, ever. I mean, personally speaking, if I have a fete for my law, and you even try to record one of my misterios, I could only imagine what will happen to your phone and to you, especially with Anaisa. And not only with Anaisa, with any of the law. They do not tolerate disrespect. When I prepare a feast for the law and I invite my godchildren, I invite guests, I am very particular because there are sneaky people that will sneak out a camera, a cell phone, and start recording. Trust me and believe me, I will not tolerate it because you have to respect. For the feast of my law, I have rules that people have to follow. I mean, you have to respect my law just as much as I respect them. Nowadays, you see videos all over the place. You find videos everywhere of feast for the law. You find videos of people being mounted. You find the law dancing in all sorts of ways, posing for the camera. And these are things that if you really, really work with the law, you will know the law do not tolerate it. They do not accept it. They do not allow it, period. And that is what the law wants a lot of people to understand. This is not a game. This is a religion. It's not an isolated religion because the law gives you the option to learn about other paths, about other religions. But when it comes to them, you have to have respect. And nowadays, a lot of people don't have much respect for the law. And the law are very strict. The law do not exactly punish you, but if you did something wrong, if you disrespect them, they will pull away And when you come asking for their help, they will not help you. A lot of people want to work with the Loi so they can start doing spells, binding spells, separation spells, all kind of spells. And a lot of the Loi do not tolerate those things. A Loi will tell you there's consequences. And I'm telling you things that the Loi have told me. There are consequences when you do a binding spell. There are consequences when you do a separation spell, especially of people that are married, two people that are married. And the consequences come to you. You cannot say, oh, the Loi approved of this, because the Loi will not approve of it. The Loi will never approve of wrongdoing. And I'm speaking from my experience with my Loi, with the Loi of the 21 division, the Loi that walk with me, the Loi that have taught me. It's all about planting good seeds and doing what's right. Now, if you did something on your own without the permission, or that you imagined that the Loi gave you the permission, that's on you. The karma is going to come back to you. And you cannot say that the Loi punished you, because the Loi didn't punish you. You planted that seed and you're going to bear the fruits of it. You're going to have to accept your karma. The Loi is not going to intervene because you did what you were not supposed to do. We all have free will. If you ask the Loi for their blessing or permission to do some type of separation work or harm work, to harm someone, you keep insisting and insisting and insisting, the Lord might tell you, yeah, go ahead. You have to know and listen to the energy that comes with that answer. And you should always use common sense and know better. My Loi do not accept or allow me to do any type of dirty work. If I have an issue with a person, I bring it to the Loi and I let them handle it. They know how to handle it best. And again, these are things that a lot of people do not understand. They want to work with the Loi. They want to have an altar. They want to get initiated to be able to do these things, to be able to charge people money. If you do not have the experience, you cannot work with people. The work that we know how to do as servitors was passed down from the Loi, from our ancestors. These are not things learned through books. We didn't Google. These were things that the Loi taught us in dreams. And basically, you have to be born in the 21 division, come from a lineage of the 21 division to be able to receive the deepest secrets of the 21 division. Many are called, but few are chosen. The Loi can call you. Yes, the Loi can choose you to service them, to work for them, to work with the Loi to help yourself and help your family, and to help others by doing tarot cards. But there's a lot of tarot readers that cannot even do spiritual work. There are tarot readers that cannot do healings because that's their path. But a lot of people nowadays, they want to work with the Loi so they can mount. And if they can mount, they make believe that they mount. And trust me and believe me, when a Loi comes down, you know it. And those who know, can be fooled. So a lot of people want to become initiated because of the money, because of the label of I am a priestess. And they do not understand that it's not about that. And that we also, as servitors, go through a lot of trials. I mean, child, I've been through hell and back, but I've never lost my faith, either in God or my spirits. I've always stayed true. Has my faith been tested? Yes, many a times. But that is part of the lessons, being tested constantly. Because we go throughout our entire life being tested. Just like Jesus was tested. We are tested every day. Our faith is tested every day. And it's not to break us, it's to make us stronger, wiser, and help us evolve and help us grow. Because none of this, we don't take it with us. We take the knowledge with us. And a lot of people do not understand that this is about spirituality. This is about connection. This is about helping others. Because when you help others, you are helping yourself grow. And you are also helping those spirits that walk with you. They're growing as well. They're evolving as well. It's not just about building an altar and charging people for the services, which we must do because we don't have any other jobs. I mean, specifically the ones that are chosen just to work with the Loi. Not everybody's chosen. And I have had other jobs. I mean, when things got tight and hard, I had other jobs, and I will come on Fridays and work with the Loi. They will allow me those experiences because those are experiences. And it's not doing it for the money. It's doing it for the love of the craft, for the love of the mysteries. Another thing I want to cover here is that this is a lifelong commitment. And the reason why the Loi make you wait so long before initiation or before handing over to you so much information or even blessing you in so many ways. Because it's not only financial, it's with our family, with our children, with our health that they bless us. in so many ways. Just by having peace, just by sleeping good at night, that is a blessing. Being able to wake up the next day, that is a blessing. But a lot of people think it's only financial blessings, that we do this because of financial blessings, that the law are only there to provide. No, if you're going through a difficult time, it's because there is a lesson for you to learn. There is something to learn there. And the only reasons the lesson lasts a very long time is because you become anxious, you lose faith, you get desperate. All that anxiety blocks the connection with your spirits. You can't hear nothing when your mind is in chaos. So it's important to understand that being desperate, being anxious is not going to push you any closer to the law. Might as well throw in the towel, because all of us true servitors of the 21 division, we have been through it. We have been through hunger. We have had financial issues, huge financial issues. We have had financial losses. We have experienced so much in this lifetime. And again, these are lessons. We all go through it. Just because you're serving the 21 division does not mean that you are exempt from life lessons, that you will not have any financial difficulties. There's so many people that say, you know what? I'm going to bring this altar down because they're not helping me financially. Go get a job. While your mind is busy and you're not focused on the law, things begin to unfold. But the law also have to allow you to do things on your own, to use your mind, to use your common sense, to use your gift, your physical gifts. Go work, go do something, instead of sitting there waiting for God and the spirits to help you. Because at the end of the day, the order comes from the CEO, the big man, the divine God. At the end of the day, it's his decision. But the problem comes when a lot of people just come to the law. I need financial help. That's all they ask for. They do not ask the spirits to help them handle the lessons, to help them learn from the lessons, to help them bear their trials, to give them peace during these lessons. No. So if you don't help me, then I'm going to take away your candles, I'm going to bring down the altar, or I don't have no faith, I don't believe in you, because I only believe in you when you give. And those with real and true faith don't need to see to believe. On the path of the 21 division, I was going through a difficult time. We lived in a studio apartment, my husband and I, with 3 kids. I went through a lot. And through those times, in my dreams, the Lord would show up. I had the altar. I still served them, took care of them. I didn't have a cent to my name, not a penny to my name. It was all about faith. And they were testing my faith, and I did not know it. I kept my faith throughout all those difficult times. I never questioned it. I never even thought, it never crossed my mind even about bringing down the altar or not servicing them, because I never related it to money. It was all about faith, and I felt good about it. And every time I helped someone, it made me feel good. So I never thought about the financial gain. That came afterwards, when I started seeing what they were doing for me, and I started noticing that when I had a difficult situation, when I went through a difficult situation, it would somehow just solve itself. And I was grateful for that. And then I understood that they were blessing me, but that was not my focal point. My focal point was doing what I was chosen to do. And that's the whole basis of this video, getting people to understand that the law are not only there to help you financially. You want to get initiated, you want to work with the law, you want to do this and all that. It's a process. It's an entire process. It's a lifelong commitment. And if you're not ready for this commitment, then don't do it. Yes, the law will choose you, and they will test you. And a lot of people will not finish, just like a lot of people will not graduate from school. After 2 or 3 years, they'll drop out because they can't handle the pressure. And if you cannot handle the pressure, then you're not meant for the journey. And that's okay. In the meantime, if you were aware, you did learn something. And I hope you did. Even if you decided along the way that you did not want to work no longer with the spirits because it was taking too long and you cannot mount, you haven't learned any type of spiritual work, or that's not your path, you were expecting it to be, and that's not your path, because a lot of people think that initiation grants you magical powers, and it doesn't. You're either born with it or you're not. So I just want to make a lot of people aware of that, of the responsibility that comes with servicing the law. If the law chose you because there is some type of connection between you and the law, or from your past life, or from your ancestors, and they just want you to serve them, by all means, that's a blessing in itself, because you have no idea the huge responsibility that we servitors, initiates, mambos have on our shoulder when it comes to the law. Those of us that walk the straight path, we have a big responsibility with ourselves, with our community, and with anyone that comes to us, and with God. So if you were chosen just to serve the law in your home, have an altar, that is fine. As you go learning and moving ahead in your process, in your journey, they will let you know what else is meant for you to do, and you do it. But don't ever try to go ahead of the law. Don't try to run before you can crawl, or before you can walk, one of those things. Wait for the green light. Wait until the law tell you what you have been chosen for. You do not have to necessarily mount the law and do everything that we mambos do. Everybody's chosen to do something different in life. Just like there are different type of doctors. We cannot have everybody doing the same thing in this world. The best advice I could give you is never try to copy others. Do what you were meant to do. Don't copy others. Don't try to imitate others, and listen to your spirits, because your spirits can pull away. If you are not listening to their advice, if you're not listening to the teachings of your spirit guides, they can pull away. So this video is basically so you can understand the responsibility that comes with being a priestess, a high priestess of the 21 division. It's a huge responsibility. And if you're not ready for it, by all means, don't push it. But the Lord will know if you are. Do not try to rush. You won't get anywhere. Nowhere near by rushing. Everything comes when it needs to come. Just as the saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So don't rush anything. If you're not called to work with the love of the 21 division, by all means, keep your mind open. Keep meditating. Keep connecting with your ancestors, your guides, because everybody has guides. And eventually, a whole world of information and a door will open before you. But don't try to rush or go where you're not called. I hope this video has given you much information in regards to the 21 division. If it has, and you have enjoyed it, do not forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, you can subscribe at this moment. I'll appreciate it. And also share my videos. And if at any time you're interested in knowing what's your path, what's your purpose, what are your gifts, you can visit my website, evespiritualhealer.com or evethemedium.com, and you can book a spiritual path investigation reading with me. God bless you, and I wish you much love and light.